Hello there. So it's been a little while since I talked about my books. It feels like it for me anyway. I think it was the beginning of July when I just started working out how I wanted to use the second half of my AVAC, and it's now mid-August. So it has been a little minute. And I think I've said in a previous video that I've actually quite got zen with filling in my journal. Like I spend an hour a day now. I try and do it in the morning, but it usually ends up being sort of like mid-morning at the moment. And I just have a cup of tea. So I'm really loving matcha at the moment, so very much on those. So I'm loving that, and I just like to sit with my journal for a little bit, and I usually sort of fill in the dailies from the day before, and any other little bits that need doing, like I need to fill in my couple of days of the index there. But yeah, the creation log for the second sort of yearly overview is working out really well. I'm liking this a lot. Memory page is pretty much still the same. Then that's July's monthly, which looks a little bit faint with the colours that I use there, but I can read it, so that's fine. Then this is August monthly, and these big wiggly lines are when I'm working away from home. So I've literally just come back this week. Then I've got a week at home, here in the studio, and then I'm back at work away in a different part of the country. It's actually now been moved all the way up to the 7th of September, so 3 weeks away. So I'm going to have to really plan about taking some stuff with me to get on with being creative and hopefully making some lovely graphics, because I want to do some animation and graphics for this channel with Nookie. Nookie is my ghost that I use in my logo. So yeah, I want to do some animation and things with him. I have actually just picked up my delivery that was delivered while I was away, and I'd ordered some bits from Notebook Therapy. Now, I've never ordered from them. I've sort of always admired them from afar, but I've never actually ordered from them because I think they are quite expensive for what they are, but they are really nice stuff in this theme that they have. I think they bring out a new theme for the Hobonichi brand that they have. They bring out a new theme, I think, every quarter, but then they've got other themes as well, which I think they bring out like every month. But the Hobonichi one is actually, I think, designed for their travelers sort of books, but I just really wanted to use this theme because it just fit into my colour palette that I wanted to use for August, which is why this is looking a little bit bare compared to July, because I knew July I was going to be in the beach a lot, so I wanted it to fit into that. But this month I wanted it to be all about the meadows. So what I got was their sticker set into the meadow. So let's have a little looky-see in here. So even the packaging is actually quite nice. I've really thought about that. So they're all on this clear glossy sort of paper. So we've got some days and to-dos and a couple of colourful paint dots on there, on that one. So that's sheet 1. Then we've got lots of picnic stuff on there. That's always been my dream, to like set up like a really fancy sort of picnic setup in the middle of a meadow. Then we've got some more paint splotches on there with a couple of quotes, some nice handwritten things. But I've just realised actually the stickers are actually quite matte. Like you can see the shininess of the plastic that they're stuck to, but the stickers themselves are actually quite sheer. So that's quite nice. And then we've got some lovely scenes here that we're using as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets. And I think this was like £10. So like £2.50 a sheet. Which isn't too bad, I suppose, when you break it down like that. Because that kind of makes sense, because that's how you would buy like a sticker sheet from an Etsy seller or something for one sheet. So yeah, that's kind of okay. And then I've ordered some pet tape, also with the same theme of Into the Meadow, and it comes in this cute little pouch. I'm now tearing apart. Yep. Wait, it did take a little while to come as well, because I think it comes from Korea, I think. Sorry if that's wrong. So I've got some pet tape here. Oh, it's got a little bit squished. So we've got a sticker on there that basically says Into the Meadow, good special tape set. Food, friends, and sunshine on there. You can read that. Yep. Let's just stick that there for a second. And then the same on the other side as well. Wait. So you know that's going in a Hobonichi page somewhere. And then... oh, that's nice. On the little tab that they have got there, they've got the brand and they're made on the 24th of Jan 2024. So that's when they were thinking about this set. I think this was actually made for like springtime, but for the summertime, I think. So they do things quite in advance. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do for the fall. They've already done one for autumn. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do another one. I don't think they've actually done like a full-on winter theme yet. So they might do that instead. But we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, undoing the pet tape where I can find the end or the beginning. Ah, yeah, so there's just a little bit of tape on it. And then it reveals more of these beautiful. Now these are glossy. A little bit, but I don't mind that too much. So you've got all these wonderful designs on there as well. So you've got some big ones. Some of them are little repeats from the sticker sheets, but that's okay. Oh, lots of different designs. I've yet to get to the part where it actually repeats. If it does indeed repeat. Oh, I think I've seen the postcard one before. Yeah. So yeah. Let's try and get this all into focus. So yeah, all along there. Not yet repeating the pattern. All there. So you've got some archy bits in there as well. Oi. And then yeah, that's the image where we start to get to repeating. But yeah, there is so much of this on here. So I've got a few years use out of that. So I'm actually quite happy with this because this was quite expensive. So I'm glad you're getting quite a lot of bang for your buck. But yeah, so let's actually peel one of these off, because I think you just peel them off rather than the whole sheet. I think. Famous last words. What do we want to use? Let's just use this one here. I don't know actually, do you peel the whole sheet or is it just individual stickers? Yeah, right. So it's actually, oh, this is good. This is actually super thin as well. It's not washi tape thin, but it is super thin. So whatever sticker you want, cut round and use whatever you want to use, which bits. So yeah, that's actually quite handy, that. Let's just, you know, use a bit of this. Where's my scissors? So let's just cut this bit off. I kind of want to use this little window here, this image here. Yeah. So I've done that, and then just peel it off the backing. And then pop him. I'm going to pop him there. But yeah, they are, oh, so I'm liking that. They're almost as thin as, you know, the transfer stickers that I really like that you rub on. They're really thin like that, like they don't feel very raised. They're a little bit thicker than that, obviously, but, you know, they're nothing like paper stickers or perhaps even these ones. Let's see what these ones feel like. Let's stick. Let's stick. Just these little grapes for now. Oh, no, not grapes. Books. Let's put the books there. So, yeah, the sticker sheets are actually a little bit more raised. So, yeah, they're more like the normal stickers, but these pet tape stickers, oh, I mean, you can see how easy the page is, like, curving with it, whereas with those, can you see how the page is sort of like creasing with it because of how thick it is, whereas here, it curves, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, I'm actually very impressed by this. So yeah, I think I will be getting more pet tape in the future. But there's a lot there to keep me going. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, I'm best getting some sticker paper to stick the spare ones on so I don't lose them. But yeah, so forget about my little shopping addiction at this point. So yeah, the months are okay. At the moment I've just penciled in bits for September because, as I said, some of that's already changed. So yeah, and I don't plan too far ahead anyway, so that's fine. My master list, the thingy, and then I've been filling in these as well, but I've also been cutting the corners off as well to help me jump to the other one. Speaking of which, let's just do that one now while I remember. So it just helps me to jump to that page. Even though I use a bookmark, I don't know why, I just like doing that. So I've been filling that in. I've not done it for the last 2 days. Well, today and yesterday. Because as I say, today I would normally use to backfill the day before's. But because I've been travelling pretty much all day today, it's just not been a moment. And I thought I'd better jump on camera and film something, seeing as I haven't for a while. So, yeah. My guide, I still need to make a digital version for you guys. I have opened another Patreon purely for Book Nook Spirit, whereas the other one's Studio Spirit. So it is looking a little bit sparse at the moment, but I'll try and get that up as soon as possible. You saw this article entry at the beginning, and then yeah, I've just talked about my beach trips and all sorts of bits and bobs I've been up to. Went strawberry picking for the first time ever in my life. Some updates and all sorts of bits and bobs that I'm up to. So yeah. And then we're into August. As I said with August, into the meadow. So I've gone for like a green, purple and sort of like deep yellow sort of sunflower colour. The pens that I'm using are the Faber-Castell watercolour marker green gold and the Faber-Castell watercolour earth green, and then the Tombow watercolour dual pens 623, and then the pens I'm using is Uniball 1 avocado, Uniball 1 sweet chestnut, Uniball 1 plum purple, and Uniball 1 caramel. So I've been using those because I thought they were nice meadow colours, and I've basically been going throughout the month. So I talked about the last stationery haul that I got, and then a little interview I've done because I finished watching season 2 of Interview the Vampire, which by the way I love, really really good. Went to see Deadpool. Enough said about Deadpool. You only need to see it once, you don't need to see it repeatedly. A little bit about the IKEA Halloween collection. A little bit about this because I knew it had been delivered that day, so I just wanted to write a bit about that a little bit. And then a review on the Vampire Diaries because I've been watching that in the background since the beginning of the year because all these Airbnbs that I've gone to have got Netflix. I don't always buy all the subscriptions every month because it's pointless. I'm rarely home. So I've slowly been watching the Vampire Diaries, just, you know, in the background while I've been journaling or if I've been drawing or whatnot. So I've been doing that. Film plan, and then yesterday I jumped ahead and talked about meadows, because there's a lot of meadows that are popping up because people are realising it's a much nicer way to use land than just having green grass in the UK. So that's very nice. So yeah, that's where I'm up to with the books at the moment. Again, I haven't done much in the commonplacing, but I do have like a little pile of stuff that I want to put in there. I just didn't take stuff with me, so I haven't really put much in there in that one at the moment. So yeah, what's the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about? Oh, the little folders here. I've cut them down. On the last episode, I did like a stationery unboxing, and I got some more of the folders, and I said I was going to use one for the acrylic stamps, which is what I have done. If that will focus on it, it will do eventually. So yeah, this is all I've done, is just cut them to size, and then just got the acetate sheets and then stuck them all on there, because I had some big bits from magazines, and then I've got lots of little bits as well. So I've stuck all the MU ones that I got there as well. Now this one is pretty much, I probably could get one more sheet in there, but because these are much thinner than that one, the original one that I got, there's not as much, but you can always have more than one anyway. And I think I'm going to sort out my acrylic stamps sort of like seasonal, so like summer, winter, and then probably a special Halloween and a Christmas one. So it'll help keep them a little bit slimmer as well. So I've just cut up the other ones to the right size as well, and at the moment I've just literally just placed my Hobonichis in there just to keep them a little bit safer until I use them for what I'm using. Someone in the comments on one of the videos asked if I could talk a little bit more about my Free Flows special interest commonplace book and about the rings. I am going to do an entire separate video on that when I've got this filled a little bit more, so I can go a little bit more in depth about my annotation system and stuff like that as well. So that video will be coming up shortly as well. So yeah, I think that's enough of my rambling for one video. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want to see more of in my videos. I'll try and do that as soon as possible. And let me know if you sign up to my Patreon. I would love to know. At the moment it's all free, you know, there's no memberships or anything like that, but it's just a more direct way that we can communicate. So don't feel that you have to leave a comment below. You can, you know, I think you can direct message me on Patreon as well. So that would be lovely to hear from you guys. I would love that. But yeah, as always, let me know if you've got any book recommendations. I've got a massive TBR, like I think everybody has at this point. I have finished I think I mentioned it in the last video, my best friend's exorcism video, but I'm book, but I'm now just going back and annotating very colourfully. So yeah, I'm now going through my second read of, you know, reading it in a bit more depth. So let me know if you've got any thoughts about that as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.